Number 22. On a scale of 1 to 10, shouldn't customer service be an 11? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Walk into any Town & Country and you'll feel welcome right away. We're your neighbors. If you're a customer, we'll probably even call you by name. It's just what neighbors do. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I used to think food just came from the store, but now I know it starts on a farm. I'm Maya, and I'm in the 3rd grade. This year, I got to be a part of Agriculture Education on the Move, where we learned about crops, animals, and all the work farmers do every day. I was surprised by how many things I use every day that come from agriculture. Ag Ed on the Move helps students like me all across Missouri learn about agriculture in fun, hands-on ways. We even practice math, science, and reading during these lessons, which my teacher really likes. Support agricultural education by partnering with Missouri Farmers Care to bring ag education on the move to your school. Because when we understand where our food comes from, we grow up grateful. Who knows? Maybe I may become a farmer. Learn more at agmoves.com. Agriculture education on the move. Enriching lives one classroom at a time.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. Well, today we do have a slight chance of showers between 1 and 5, then a chance of sprinkles with a slight chance of showers after 5. That slight chance of precipitation stands at 20%. We'll have mostly cloudy skies with a high near 74 and north winds will be 8 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Skies will be cloudy tonight to begin the evening, then gradually become partly cloudy with a low temperature around 49 degrees. North winds tonight will be 6 to 8 miles per hour with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 72. We'll have a wind chill value early tomorrow morning as low as 47 degrees, as we'll have northwesterly winds 6 to 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, skies will be clear with low around 41, with northeasterly winds 3 to 5 miles per hour. We have sunny skies in our forecast for Thursday with a high temperature near 72. Winds will be out of the east at 5 to 7 miles per hour. Then skies will be clear Thursday night, low around 40 degrees. Friday should be sunny with a high temperature near 77. We expect partly cloudy skies Friday night, low temperature around 51 degrees. Then Saturday, our weekend's going to start out on mostly sunny skies with a high temperature near 80 degrees. Saturday night it'll be mostly clear with a low around 50. Then Sunday should be sunny with a high near 81. We expect mostly clear skies Sunday night with a low temperature around 53 degrees. Monday, that new work week starts out on Columbus Day with sunny skies and a high temperature near 81 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It's National 4-H Week. 4-H serves not only young people in rural communities, but in urban and suburban areas as well. Does participating in 4-H make a difference in the lives of young people today? Well, according to the National 4-H Council, the answer is a resounding yes. Youth who participate in 4-H programs are 3 times more likely to participate in community service, twice as likely to report living life with intentionality and purpose, and 2 times more likely to have the goal of being a leader. 4-H has a greater reach than any other youth development organization in this country, and young people need it now more than ever before. Take, for instance, Generation Z. those born between 1997 and 2012, the first generation to grow up with the Internet. The National 4-H Council says more than half of Gen Z reports feeling loneliness and failure, and 20% of youth are chronically absent from school. I'm not suggesting that 4-H can fix every problem, but if it can move the needle just a bit in preparing this next generation to be productive and fulfilled members of society, I am all in. 4-H would not exist without its 500,000 volunteers. Thank you for your investment. On a personal note, thanks, Mom, for the time you invested as leader of the Lucky Clovers 4-H Club. And thanks, Daddy, for your years serving on the board and then as president of the County 4-H and Junior Fair. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Hey, Dad, I've got some ideas about our seed order from MFA.
Oh, yeah? What do you recommend?
The corn hybrid with the new trait stacks had great performance in last year's replicated trials.
So, you've been doing this instead of your homework.
Well, did you know our seed purchase will earn us free fertilizer with MFA rewards?
Wait, did you say free fertilizer?
MFA, your whole farm solution.
John Deere is putting in work and putting up highlights.
Oh man, look at those passes. Tillage, planting, harvesting.
3 years in, and these pre-owned machines are still at the top of their game. We're talking reliability, performance, and long-term potential.
And get this, these veteran machines can pick up the latest precision tech with ease.
You know it, and fans ready to add John Deere certified pre-owned equipment and more options to their lineup can shop at machinefinder.com.
Booyah!
TownScreen is one of the most affordable ways to advertise your special event, business, yard sale, or even send congratulations to someone for as low as $15 per week. With 21 locations in the Salem market and 16 more in the Houston market, TownScreen also gives added value to their users by offering free ad service to the Echo Bluff and Montauk State Park lodges. Produce your own ad or get help from the TownScreen staff. Go online at townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. TownScreen.
Truman the Tiger, M.I.Z., Marching Mizzou, and of course,
to the house! To the house!
The traditions of Mizzou football live here.
A scoop and score for Missouri!
Catch every game all season long right here.
Never quit! Never gave up!
On your home for Mizzou football, the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Why stop now?
Direct cash cattle ended the day quiet and cash hogs closed higher. Good morning. I'm Kellen Havikin with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Cash cattle country was quiet on Monday, which is very typical at the start of a week. Last week, a light northern trade started up as early as Tuesday with more business throughout the week. Volume was light. Dress deals had a range of $353 to $360, $5 lower week to week. Southern business held off until late Friday, with live deals marked at $233, $3 lower. At the Fort Pierre Livestock Auction in South Dakota compared to last week, yearling steers not well compared. Yearling heifers 800 to 899 pounds were $4 to $6 higher. Limited comparisons on calf weights, but a higher market would be noted compared to the prior week. The USDA says there was very good demand for yearlings, with most coming off grass and light-fleshed. Feeder supply included 42% steers, and 62% of the offering was over 600 pounds. Medium and large one feeder steers 500 to 526 pounds brought $47.50 to $528 with an average price of $506.06. Medium and large one feeder heifers 882 to 883 pounds brought $347.50 to $348.50 with an average price of $348. Box beef closed higher. Choice was 107 higher at $363.34. Selects was 259 higher at $347.97. Estimated hog slaughter was 101,000 head. Cash hogs closed higher with solid closing negotiated numbers at the major direct markets. Business began the week sharply lower, but buyers at those major direct market raised bids to keep chain speed at a high level and secure the needed ready numbers. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Direct closed 67 cents higher with a base range of $90 $102 with a weighted average price of $99.39. Iowa, Minnesota closed 49 cents higher at $99.35. Western Corn Belt was 53 cents higher at $99.39. Barrows and gilts were trending $2 lower at $70 at the Midwest cash markets. Illinois slaughter sows were steady with moderate demand for light offerings at $59 to $71. Boars were priced at $18 to $35. Pork values closed 95 cents lower at $107.35. Loins, picnics, and bellies were lower. Butts, ribs, and hams were higher. Estimated hog slaughter was 491,000 head. At the CME, live and feeder cattle futures were sharply higher, and lean hog futures were mostly higher on spread trade and the higher midday move in pork. I'm Kellen Havikin for Brownfield.
Long hours, heavy loads, tough conditions. When the job demands everything you've got, your fuel should work just as hard. Boss Performance Diesel by MFA Oil delivers maximum power and efficiency, keeping your engine running strong no matter the challenge. More power, more reliability, so you can stay in control and keep moving forward. Power through every challenge like a boss. Fuel up today. Visit bossperformancediesel.com to learn more.
Okay, it's time for our fan field goal kick of the game. Hey, he's wearing a Pioneer brand Power Core Enlist Corn t-shirt. Of course, Pioneer brand Power Core Enlist Corn beats the competition's yields by 7.7 bushels an acre. All right, here's the kick. It's good! Not bad for a guy in work boots.
Plant the 100th season of Pioneer. Visit pioneer.com/powerup.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. We normally have updated funeral announcements at this time, and we have none to pass along today. Stay tuned for local news coming up. And that has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. The 62nd Annual Rose Holland Trout Derby was held this past weekend at Montauk State Park with incredible weather. The Derby raised $16,300, exceeding the goal of $15,000 for the tournament, with the proceeds benefiting the American Heart Association. The money came from the silent auction, trout tag sales, and the country store. A total of 54 tag fish were caught during the Derby. The men's heaviest trout caught was by Caden Steinhorn of Hazelwood, Missouri, which also won him the Slippery Liz II award for the heaviest fish, and it was 6 pounds and 1 ounce. And the women's heaviest trout was caught by Megan Fuhrer of Augusta, Missouri, and it was 3 pounds and 10 ounces. No brown trout were caught during the tournament. Taking first place in the kids' heavy stringer was Bentley Rawson of Bonnetville, Missouri, whose stringer total was 5 pounds and 13 ounces. The second place winner in the kids' heavy stringer was Bentley Foster of Imperial, Missouri, with a total catch that weighed in at 5 pounds and 6 ounces. The third place award went to Justin Fleener of Salem with a stringer that weighed in at 4 pounds and 12 ounces, while Emmett Stafford of Salem took fourth place with a stringer of 4 pounds, 7 ounces. The Slippery Liz 1 trophy, which is the first tag drawn out at the Derby, went to Sarah Foster. 16 attendance prizes were also given away. New this year was the Cornhole Tournament that was a big success with 20 teams participating. The pony rides for kids stayed busy for 2 hours, plus kids lined up to honk the horn on the fire truck and play on the bounce house slide. The Derby is held in honor of Rose Holland, who was the trout hatchery manager at Montauk for 24 years, who passed away in 1963 from heart disease. Co-coordinator of the Derby, Darlene Griffith, wanted to thank all those who attended this year's Derby and all the volunteers to help make it a great success. The Missouri Department of Transportation reminds motorists to be prepared for the sudden appearance of wild animals on Missouri roadways during the cooler fall months. As the days grow shorter, more motorists are driving on dark roads when deer are more active. Fall is breeding season and deer are on the move. According to the Missouri State Highway Patrol, Missouri consistently ranks 10th to 15th in the country in deer vehicle collisions each year. And in 2024, there were 2,952 crashes with deer, with 4 deaths and 420 injuries reported. Most deer strikes occurred at dawn and dusk in October and November. Drivers should never swerve to avoid animals in the road, as it can cause loss of control of their vehicles, resulting in serious injury or death. To avoid hitting a deer, always be cautious and keep your eyes scanning both sides of the roadway. If you can't avoid a collision and it has resulted in the death of the deer, there are several options you can take. According to Missouri law, an individual who has struck and killed a deer with their vehicle may claim the deer carcass if written authorization to possess the deer is granted by a Missouri Department of Conservation agent. The wildlife dispensation permit is free, but you need to contact the Missouri Department of Conservation to obtain the permit. Do not jeopardize your safety to remove the animal in a high-traffic area. Notify MoDOT at 888-ASK-MoDOT. Crews will address any deer or animal debris on the highway that is a safety hazard, meaning that the carcass is in a driving or passing lane, or partially in either lane or on the shoulder. Crews will drag the carcass to the outer portion of the right-of-way outside any active drainage ditch or channel. If the deer is completely off the roadway, MoDOT will not pick up unless it impedes small mail delivery or is in a neighborhood, especially at or near a bus stop. If a deer is located on the shoulder, MoDOT will address the deer during normal work hours. MoDOT crews will not be called out after hours to remove an item unless it is a safety hazard. The Merrimack Regional Planning Commission will be presenting 11 awards at the annual awards dinner on October 23rd at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. Each year, MRPC honors residents and organizations of the Merrimack region who volunteer their time and talents and give support to their communities. Individuals being recognized by MRPC for outstanding contributions to a committee in the immediate Dent County area include Kelly Money of St. James, nominated by MRPC board member Tasia Gordon, and Dana Richter of Steelville, nominated by Crawford County Presiding Commissioner Steve Black. A locally elected official was also nominated, and that is Dent County Clerk Angie Curley of Salem, nominated by Denton County Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson. Also being recognized as an outstanding local agency representative is Rolla City Administrator John Butts of Rolla, nominated by MRPC board members Kent Bagnall and Dawn Bell. The public is invited to attend the event in Salem. The 2025 Eugene E. Northern Award, the highest honor given by MRPC for volunteers and community service, will also be announced at the annual dinner. The Eugene E. Northern Award recipient remains secret until announced at the annual dinner. Denton County is proud to have been home to the last 2 Eugene E. Northern Award winners in Stan Podorski and Dolores Gray Wood. The deadline for reservations is October 9th. October 9th, just right around the corner since today is the 7th. Reservations are $40 per person and can be made by contacting Linda Carroll at 573-265-2993. Roadway safety grants are being made available to local governments and nonprofit groups in central Missouri. Trent Brooks, traffic engineer from MoDOT's Central District office, said the grants are not for road construction, but for items and programs designed to get drivers to drive safely. Brooks told MissouriNet, "We've funded in the past things such as police departments that needed equipment, possibly like speed enforcement, possibly equipment they need wherever they're doing DWI-type checks. The grants range in amounts from $200 to $5,000. Brooks says the larger grants cover such things as radar guns and breathalyzer equipment for law enforcement agencies, while the smaller grants usually cover education programs. They can also be used to cover items that protect kids. Brooks said we had one county that they had some additional items that they were able to give to kids that allowed their Halloween costumes to be a little more reflective. So if they were walking along the roadway, whether it be in town or along a highway in a small community, wherever that might be, they would be seen better. The application period for the safety grants runs through October 15th, and they're available for communities within MoDOT's 18-county Central District, which includes Dent County. To apply, visit SaveMoLives.com. That's SaveMoLives.com. Click on Find My Region, click on Central Region, and scroll down to Grant Applications. The October 15th deadline only applies to these 18 counties. Brooks said each roadway safety coalition in Missouri has its own timeline for accepting grant applications. At the Dent County Commission meeting Monday morning, Dolores Gray Wood from the Dent County Historical Society reported on the 155th birthday celebration of the Dent County Courthouse, and that the event went very well. She thanked Commissioner Gary Larson for being at the event and turning the lights on around the courthouse. She also wanted to thank all those who participated in making the event special, with a special thank you to KSMO Radio and Your World Today and Town Screen for the banner, programs, and news about the event, and to the Salem News for their feature article about the celebration. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said 2 men were going to Springfield to get oil for the Durapatcher. He said brush should be cut on County Road 6520 and crews will be replacing pipes on Dent County Roads 2400 and 6500, as well as other roads if time permits. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams said workers will be installing a new crossover pipe, adding rock and grading Dent County Road 3160, while only grading will be done on County Roads 3300 and 4260. Williams indicated brush should be cut on County Road 2030 and rock will be added to County Road 3305. He wanted to report a crew would be repairing a flat tire on tractor number 6. Presiding Commissioner Larson said the Solid Waste Executive Board meeting was not held last Friday as there was a typographical error in the notice, so it will be held today in St. James. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said the courthouse will be closed on October 13th for Columbus Day. She also said she received the 2026 county budget packet to begin preparing the county budget for next fiscal year. At the last meeting, Zach Moser from the Dent County Health Center gave his monthly update to the commissioners before they went into closed session to discuss personnel. After coming back into open session, the commissioners approved SERF contributions that will remain the same for employees. They also voted unanimously that all elected officials and employees pay their own county employment retirement percentage. The next meeting of the Dent County Commissioners will be Thursday morning at the courthouse at 9 o'clock, and the meeting will be open to the public. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Did you know soybeans can help fight fires? Missouri Soybean Director of Market Development Matt Amick has more about soy foam made by Cross Plains Solutions.
It's a fire suppression foam that can be used in fire trucks and fire equipment. There's various types of equipment, but it will snuff out the fire. It's a fire suppression foam.
Amick says the Boone County Fire Department in Columbia, Missouri uses soy foam.
So this is a great product that we're excited to get the word out and promote. It was developed by the United Soybean Board in conjunction with Cross Plains Solutions. Traditionally, in these industrial products, they've used soybean oil as an alternative to petroleum oil. This product uses soy flour, which is coming from the meal component, the protein component. You can go to mosoy.org to find out everything we're doing for market development and new demand opportunities.
That's mosoy.org.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Hey, Dad, I've got some ideas about our seed order from MFA.
Oh, yeah? What do you recommend?
The corn hybrid with the new trait stacks had great performance in last year's replicated trials.
So, you've been doing this instead of your homework.
Well, did you know our seed purchase will earn us free fertilizer with MFA rewards?
Wait, did you say free fertilizer?
MFA, your whole farm solution.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Lady Varsity Volleyball Tigers battled the Bunker Lady Eagles Monday in a non-conference matchup at Bunker, with the Lady Tigers coming out on top in 5 sets. Bunker won the first set 25-23 as Haley Turnbow scored 7 straight service points to bring the Lady Eagles back from a 23-18 deficit. Salem won the next 2 sets by the scores of 25-18 and 25-12 before the Lady Eagles rallied in the 4th set for another 25-23 win. In the final set, Addison Fulton had 3 service aces, including the match winner as Salem beat the Lady Eagles 15-11. Salem improves to 10-17-1, while the Lady Eagles fall to 9-16-2 on the year. The Lady Tigers will be at Kabul tonight in a rescheduled match starting at around 5:30. According to Athletic Director Philip Carr, a junior high girls basketball game will start at 4 o'clock with the volleyball matches to follow. He said there'll be a couple of freshman team sets, a couple sets of JV play with the varsity match to follow. The Bunker Lady Eagles will host South Iron on Thursday. Last Friday, the Lady Eagles lost to the Couch Lady Indians in 3 straight sets, 10-25, 7-25, and 12-25. In the Houston tournament Saturday, the Salem Lady Volleyball Varsity Tigers went 2-2, beating Lesterville and Gainesville, but dropped both matches with Willow Springs. The Salem Lady JV Volleyball Tigers participated in the Potosi JV tournament Sunday and took 2nd place. They went 1-2-1, beating Potosi 2-0, splitting with Steelville 1-1, and losing twice to Hillsboro. The Salem JV football team fell to the Willow Springs JV Bears Monday at the SHS football field 14-12. The JV Tigers fall to 1-3, and they'll host Mountain Grove next Monday at 6 o'clock. The Salem Cross Country Tigers will participate in the Houston Invitational Tournament today at 4 o'clock. The Kansas City Chiefs played against the Jacksonville Jaguars underneath the NFL's Monday Night Lights. The Chiefs started the game by scoring a pair of touchdowns before the Jaguars could respond with a touchdown of their own to finish the first half. The second half saw 38 combined points scored. Jacksonville defeated the Chiefs 31-28. Kansas City is now 2-3, which is a disappointing start for a team who has gone to the Super Bowl 5 times in the last 6 years. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports is brought to you by Missouri's beef farmers and ranchers. Fire up the fan grill. Juicy burgers and sizzling steaks make the tailgate. Get fresh game day ideas at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Chiefs had won 23 straight games, including playoffs, when leading by 14 or more points. Patrick Mahomes threw a touchdown pass to Travis Kelce and ran for a score, and the Chiefs had a 14-0 lead, but end up losing 31-28.
They closed out there at the end, and so it still sucks whenever you get a lead like that and you're not able to hold it through the rest of the game.
Yeah, it was a crazy play at the end from the 1-yard line. Trevor Lawrence got stepped on by his offensive guard, fell, stumbled, finally got up to his feet, and then ran for a touchdown in the closing seconds as the Chiefs lost 31-28. Chris Jones, one of the defensive players who was kind of flat-footed, shocked at what he was seeing.
Multiple guys there that we just got to finish that play. It was a fluke play for him to be able to break that many tackles. I put it on us as a defense. We got to finish.
The Chiefs are now 2-3. They will have a home game Sunday night against Detroit. Only 4 of the 16 SEC football teams are undefeated with 5-0 records. The Mizzou Tigers are one of those teams. They reach the halfway point of the season Saturday at 11 when they face Alabama. A historic game for the Tigers this Saturday, who have won 15 straight at home. And tomorrow, Missouri State takes the national stage on ESPN2 when the Bears play Middle Tennessee in a Conference USA midweek matchup. Head coach Ryan Beard says the school is pumped to be playing on the ESPN network for the first time in program history.
Yeah, absolutely. What an opportunity. I mean, I feel like when we talk about making history and it's never been a better time to be a Missouri State Bear, well, you get to play on Big Dog ESPN. All right, if you want to be a nationwide brand and you want the whole world to see you play, now's the opportunity. Our players are fired up for that opportunity.
Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
John Deere is putting in work and putting up highlights.
Oh man, look at those passes. Tillage, planting, harvesting.
3 years in, and these pre-owned machines are still at the top of their game. We're talking reliability, performance, and long-term potential.
And get this, these veteran machines can pick up the latest precision tech with ease.
You know it, and fans ready to add John Deere certified pre-owned equipment and more options to their lineup can shop at machinefinder.com.
Booyah!
Your journey to college starts with filing your FAFSA. It's your key to federal and state financial aid, including grants and loans. Many scholarships require FAFSA submission too. Even if you think you won't qualify, it could unlock more opportunities than you expect. Don't miss out. You can make college more affordable. Take that first step towards your future at journeytocollege.mo.gov. A message from Missouri Department of Higher Education.
My husband and I, we don't always agree on decorating decisions, but I gotta give him credit. He made a huge improvement upstairs, in the attic. That fresh layer of insulation he put down saved us $240 last year on our heating and cooling. Enough for a dinette set. We're saving just by adding insulation. What can you do? Find out how the little changes add up at togetherwesave.com.
This message brought to you by Intercounty Electric Cooperative, your touch-tone energy cooperative.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
Here at KSMO, we've got news from the Missouri Net coming up next. Then stay tuned to your hometown radio station. I'll be back after the top of the hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Missouri Net News, I'm Elisa Nelson. Governor Mike Kehoe has unveiled proposed updates to Missouri's parole process aimed at improving clarity, accountability, and public safety. A working group has recommended changes, including streamlined hearings and attorney access. If President Trump fires any federal workers during the current government shutdown, they would likely come from recommendations made earlier this year by the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. So says Southwest Missouri Congressman Eric Burleson, who tells Missouri Net affiliate KZRG in Joplin that Senate Democrats will only have themselves to blame.
I think they absolutely forgot the fact that the guy who is the most fiscal conservative person in the world is the OMB director, and you just gave him the keys to the kingdom.
And a new Wallet Hub report ranks Missouri as the 10th most unsafe state in the U.S. This is Missouri Net.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then